What's up, girl? Alright guys, welcome back to the video. In this video, we're gonna be doing some preventative maintenance on the wifey's car. We're gonna go ahead and do a oil change, and then we're gonna dig into that one. We're gonna get down and dirty with that one. So on the Subi, we also gonna do an oil change, but I've been having a small leak through the engine filter, and it has to do with the oil cooler. These cars have an oil cooler onto where you screw on the oil filter. We're gonna have to remove the oil cooler and put a gasket that kind of worn out already, wear and tear. So it's slightly leaking through the seal. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that grommet, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. Put the oil cooler back and then do the regular oil change. But for right now, oil change on wifey car. All right guys, let's get down in here. We're gonna go ahead these 10 mils, take off the plastic. I'm glad that it has a designated area to get to the oil pan and the engine filter. So let's go ahead and remove those and get to it. Alright, so now we're gonna drop the car, start it up, and check for fuel levels in about 5 minutes or so. Let the oil cycle through, let it settle, and then we'll check the oil dipstick. Should be right on the line. I think it asked for 4.8 quarts of engine oil. I'll put about 4 and 5-ish. Let it cycle, and then we'll top it up if we need to. I think we need to take this out first. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I have not started the car yet, but let's go ahead and check the oil line just to be safe. Pull it back out. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's slightly under. So the oil line's right here. It needs to be up here. So let's go ahead and add some and then start her up. Just started her up. Let's go ahead and go under to check for any leaks. Make sure there's no leaks happening. Don't want that. So it's been about 5 minutes or so now. Let's go ahead and turn her off and check the oil level. I hate how much new cars beep. Too many beeps. I don't like too many beeps.
Diapers.
We got diapers for brother?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's all buttoned up. Everything's sealed, everything's good. Oil levels are good. Let's go ahead and take her out and bring that one in. Alright, she is tucked in. Now let's go ahead and tackle it. Let me show you guys the seal I have to change on the oil cooler. So this is the part number for the
Look at these car changing
oil cooler gasket. It's just the O-ring that goes between the engine block and the oil cooler. That's where it's leaking from. And I'll show you guys here in a bit.
And car changing Whitey McQueen.
Here is a tip to whoever has an oil filter that is facing completely straight down, or a Subaru, older Subaru in particular, because the newer ones have the oil filter right here facing up, which is a different engine, a FA. Not a fan of it, but I mean, it's cleaner, but anyway, that's not what I'm getting to. My tip here is to use a red cup. It doesn't have to be Solo brand, but that's what we got. You basically put it in her and just turn it until it comes out. It is getting hot because obviously I have to put the car in here, and I feel oil coming into the cup. But you keep turning it, make sure you're squeezing the oil filter, because if not, you're just turning a cup for no reason. You turn it until she comes out. And look at that, no mess. Everything's in here. No dirty hands, no burnt hands. Everything is in the Solo cup. But you do want to dispose of it before it starts melting. If the car is hot, as you can see right here, it's already starting to melt. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain that out into the pan, and that's it. As you guys saw, we got done draining the oil on the Subi. Gonna go ahead and start pulling out the oil cooler, which is right there. I believe that's a 24 in the middle. Gonna swap that out, change the seal, and we'll continue. Now that the oil gasket is in for the oil cooler, got the oil filter back in, I got the drain plug back in. Let's go ahead and drop the car, make sure it's leveled, add some fluids, make sure there's no leaks under the car, and also make sure we top it off to where it should be. And other than that, that's it. So let's get to it and finish this thing already. Alright guys, the car is back on. Let's go underneath and make sure there's no leaks. No leaks, good. Those spots you see there were there already, but no leaks so far. Let's let it run for a bit, see how it goes. Alright, so I see no leaks as of yet. Let's go ahead and turn her off, let her chirp for a bit. Let's check the oil dipstick, make sure the levels are good, and that'll be it. Alright, it's been a few minutes now. Let's go ahead and check the oil level on this. Look at that. Right on the money. Alright, she's good. Let's button her back up and call it a day. Got a little malfunction on the front lip. Let me go ahead and on the driver's side replace 2 plastic clips that I have under and pull her out. Let's go. So I noticed it was flapping, so kind of fell off, but I got 1, 2, and that's it. Like that. There she is. And there she is. Good to go. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. We are finally done with the Subi, the slow wagon, as you guys know her. We did the oil change on the wifey car. Got the kiddos on here with me. Got the oil change on the Subi, filter oil. Also, we changed the gasket for the oil cooler right under. And that is pretty much it for today's video. As always, I appreciate the love.
Hello.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next video.
And
Peace out.